for both of you guys, these guys obviously play a very specific way. What was it like preparing for them, and what was it important for you guys to do correctly to handle their challenge?
We had to keep up with their pace. They have a real intense motion offense, and we felt like if we, got that under wraps and their transition offense under wraps, we would be fine.
Yeah, I think we were just trying to control the tempo. Limit our turnovers. Obviously, that's been a huge emphasis all year. And, they had 11 offensive rebounds in the first half, which is never great. You can never do that if you want to win important games. But luckily, we were just more physical and just bigger. It just kind of helped.
What was happening in the first half that was allowing them to get those 11 boards? They just working harder?
Yeah, honestly, I thought there was a lot of things off the rim, bounces off the rim that would just kind of fall into their lap. We were kind of talking about, we huddled each other up, saying we got to block out harder because they were crashing like 4 guys, and you normally only see 3 guys crash. So they were crashing the whole time, and, credit to them. They strong-willed us and got the offense rebounds.
Obviously, they don't have quite the athleticism and the size that you guys have, but to get 27 assists, has that been an emphasis in ball movement, and how encouraging is that to have those kind of helpers and see the ball move the way that it did tonight?
Yeah, we just want to get our team's best shot, and if that means passing up good ones to get great ones, then that's what we're going to do. We just thrive better when we space the floor and the ball's moving, because we know from experience when it sticks, we don't have as good as percentages. So we know to move the ball, just play to our strengths, and we'll be successful.
What did it feel like to play in this pace of a game, this style of a game? I know 2 seasons ago, Coach Holtman played them and scored 144. What's it like to play against a system like this?
Yeah, they're playing mostly zone, and they're always switching it up. We saw on film, they were playing a box and 1, a triangle and 2, and they just always match it up, which can cause problems because, we always kind of have a set play for either zone or man. So, we just kind of, we try to get in the middle, obviously, give it to Kata in the high post area or Caleb down low because we just have more size on them. And I think that's what we were trying to do mostly.
And you guys have won 5 in a row now, and you obviously have a big game coming up this weekend. But why have you been able to handle this stretch and handle these teams that you've faced here the last week or two and not have a slip-up anywhere?
I think we just have a veteran team. Cam's been here for 5. This is 5th year. Jay Sean Tate and Kata Bates stay up. We always preach you can get either better or worse on this day. And we obviously, we don't. We've seen teams come in here who are mid-major and come and beat us. Team up north, I lost to NJIT. Teams they can come in here and this is their championship, and so we gotta match their intensity, and just come out swinging every night.
Cam, kind of following up with that, a year ago, you guys, I think it was December 20th, you guys are 10-3. Tonight, you go to 10-3. Besides the obvious coaching changes and some different personnel, what's different about this team that maybe this 10-3 might be a better 10-3 than last year?
Well, obviously, we already have 2 Big Ten wins, so that changes a lot. It puts less pressure on us. But, this year we're just going out and playing. All 5 guys seem to be, connected on defensive and offense. And, last year, we had a lot of lows. And I feel like this year, our lows aren't as, drastic. They aren't as bad. We're figuring out ways, to keep fighting if we get down, and learning from experience, how to avoid, those hole digging plays or those losing plays. So I feel like a lot of us have matured a year from now. I wouldn't say a difference per se.
I'm sure by this point in the season, everyone's got their little bumps and bruises, but you got 20 minutes from Micah and Kyle, played both those guys for 2 straight games. Just what's it mean to have all your bodies, I guess, now going into the Carolina game?
Right, well, it's huge. Obviously North Carolina's very talented, has a lot of length and size, and we need those guys. Micah started out the year starting and playing very well for us, and he's been limited just because of his ankle. And he's huge for us. And I think you've seen Kyle Young have a lot of spurts, especially that Michigan game where he came out and was huge for us. So those 2 back on the floor. Tomorrow's a day off, and just keep resting that ankle and trying to get back to full strength.